front with the fireworks coming off the front. And of course behind there another 9 of the pace utes as well, and there's even fireworks coming off the ute at the back. Fans on their feet here at the front straight as the cars make their way past. The fans showing their support for their drivers. The horn's going off in Callum's corner as well.
Just on Callum, got one more event to go before he goes and does 45 events.
Front, 30 laps ahead of them. Green lights are on, and away we go. And the series leader, Dane Kingshott, to a great start, but a massive flip, and it's Jamie Veal.
And he went on his own.
Jamie Veal.
Just been done that. That's going to be the question.
Well, that's the question that we've got to ask right now. There's only some damage to the rear push bar at the moment. The team are going to look around because an impact coming down onto the ground like that.
Kingshott, Manders at the front. Kendrick pushing hard. Slightly messy start there. Manders didn't get the best of starts at all. It was a length behind. He tries to fight back on the inside there of Kingshott, but Kingshott manages to swing his way through and hold the lead in the early stages. Manders tries to fight back once again. Kendrick, then it's Mayolo, then Milling, then Priolo. Coils in 7th, but at the moment, Dane Kingshott, your series leader, has gotten away. He's out by about 3/4 of a second right now and has 2 down and 28 to go in the early stages.
Well, Jamie Veal's already picked up half a dozen spots coming from the rear as well as he carves his way through, trying to work his way to the front end. We've got issues here on turn number 1 and a bit of a clip by Dak. He may have escaped. He has. He's driven away, so we've only got one. Jamie Mayolo was about to get pushed away, and now the race is underway. So he is going to have to hope that there is another restart. Otherwise, he is sadly going to have to watch, like the rest of us, this feature race unfold in front of him as they get into turn number 4 here, into the main straight. Kingshott leads from Manders. Then we go back to Kendrick, followed by Milling. Croyle, he's up there in 5th place. Then we go back to Priolo, who's dropped a spot. Williamson is next. He is 7th. Unfortunately, he's OUT out. Dane Kingshott going quick though, 13.20.
Bunbury Toyota Mobil 1 entry of Dane Kingshott who leads, but here comes Callum Williamson once again, this time trying to swing his way past Chris Coyle.
Trouble.
They go down the back straight. Meanwhile, further back there is trouble, and it looks like JD Dak is one of them.
And
Brad Mayolo.
And Brad Mayolo is the other. So Dak, looks like his night may be done as well. So you can see the LJM racing car just sliding back down the track into JD Dak. This is the Asphalt Recyclers Australia Gold Cup, and Kingshott from Manders from Kendrick. Kendrick tries to send it down the inside of Caden Manders, and Jason Kendrick moves into 2nd spot for the time being. Manders fights his way back on the inside, gets himself back. Massive crash at turn 2. Massive crash at turn 2 again. Red lights are on. And this time it's the 39 of Jaron Bilby. Asphalt Recyclers Australia Gold Cup night, back away racing. Kendrick has to go high to protect himself from Milling and Coyle. They are charging after him on the restart, and also getting involved is Callum Williamson once again. Williamson tries to go underneath Coyle. Meanwhile, up ahead, here comes Milling on Jason Kendrick. Milling moves himself into 3rd spot.
Can we get another couple of laps under our belt to be headed towards the last 2/3 of this race? Can they keep it all pointing in the right direction? At the moment, the answer is yes. Those 2 questions have been answered. Through goes Kingshott. Then we have Manders, Milling, Kendrick, Coyle, Callum Williamson. They all roll through. Pigden, Priolo, Cameron and Veal. He's back there in 10th place still at the moment, but he's being challenged as Kingshott goes through to complete 10.
So 10 down, 20 laps to go. The action is further back in the pack.
Back out of shape. He's just in front of them. They've got to get past him as Manders coming on really strong now. They go through a 16 laps down.
And then nearly side by side, Manders got up underneath of Dane Kingshott. They've got the lap cars to contend with. JD Dak on the low side, and also there Miles Bolger as they complete lap number 17, 13 to go. JD Dak retires from the race. It is Dane Kingshott by 0.6 of a second. Back in 3rd, it's Taylor Milling, then Jason Kendrick and Callum Williamson. That's the first 5. We've got a dozen laps left to go.
Holds a 1.2 second lead here in this Gold Cup race. He's won 6 times in the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series. He's won a couple of times, in fact 3 times this season. He's getting very close to James Inglis as they went down the front straight there.
And Manders now starts to close in a little bit more. was. It has been a great duel. It's a bit like Inglis is starting to race again. Look at Manders closing in now. We've only got 3 laps to go. It's going
Kingshot who leads down into the TD Granny Flats, and Modular Homes turned the final time. He moves down the back straight. He won round number 14 of the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series. He wins round number 17 of the Maddington Toyota Sprint Car Series, and he wins the Gold Cup. Caden Manders is second. Callum Williamson is third. Back then to Taylor Milling.